This film is brought to you by 4-H, America's largest youth development organization, in collaboration with Montana State University and Terrapod.
Out in the ocean, they say the water's clear. Oh, but I live on the river here, halfway between the mountains and the sea.
That was really fun, like getting to see the fish and seeing how they live in their environment and how the pollutants actually hurt them.
Somebody else want to be plankton?
Damon does.
Who wants to be a little bit bigger fish? Do you want to be a person?
I want to be a person.
So there's a bunch of plankton, say, swimming around with a little bit of PCBs in them. And it's not really hurting them necessarily, but if a little fish comes and eats a bunch of plankton, then they end up with a lot more PCBs in their system.
Chemicals in water such as PCBs or fertilizers or pharmaceuticals, start with plankton or smaller creatures living in the water.
Let's see some plankton moving. How do we...
They just flow with the water.
Oh, she's got it. It's a good plankton movement.
Unfortunately, we don't really realize they're causing problems until they start showing themselves in the food chain.
So you guys are down in the bottom of the river and you're eating a little bit of something. What you're building up in your system is... PCBs. Yeah, these are some PCBs. We also have some other chemicals. What kind of chemical could this be?
I got two. Faster than Damon.
So eat up these plankton. And does it look like you have the same amount as the plankton had, or do you have more in your system than the plankton had?
More.
Yeah. And it works its way up until you get to the top of the food chain where there's either the bigger fish or then even people that have this really high concentration of a chemical in their body. Now come on over, people. Now here comes your fish dinner. You guys are going to share this fish for dinner, okay?
If we eat the animals that eat the fish that eat the plankton, then we'll have PCBs in us too.
You can eat half of this fish.
And that pollution causes deformities or makes people sick or causes cancer in different creatures or, kills them completely. There have been studies in the last few years that have shown that fish in certain streams have high levels of pharmaceuticals in them, and it's causing these species to not be able to reproduce.
Especially with the white perch.
Wait, can I see that catfish?
Oh, there's one right there. My mom has a garden out front. I don't let her use any pesticides or anything like that.
Use the compost instead of the chemical fertilizers.
Not throwing out batteries is a big thing too.
Like I unplug things at home when I'm not using them, like my cell phone charger and things like that.
We try to cut down on water use at my house.
Your county or municipal landfill, they usually have recycling options for paints and oils and things like that.
You can also tell all your neighbors, like, this is what you can do to help out. This is what we can do to together save our water so that when it comes back into our bodies and into our friends' bodies, that it's going to be clean.
So I say, sailing up my dirty stream, still I love it, and I'll keep the dream that someday, though maybe not this year, my Hudson River will once again run clear.
We just went out and explored our water, so we want to know
What's in your water?
Out in the ocean, they say the water's clear. Oh, but I live on the river here, halfway between the mountains and the sea. Tacking to and fro, this thought returns to me. So I say, sailing up my dirty stream, love it, and I'll keep the dream that someday, though maybe not this year, my Hudson River will once again run clear. Sailing up my dirty stream, still I love it, and I'll keep the dream that someday.
This film is brought to you by 4-H, America's largest youth development organization, in collaboration with Montana State University and Terrapod.